Hello. I found an old book among these. It caught my attention a lot because of the title of the work. For that reason I want to share with you this text. The Spokesman. James, a bookseller, James' grandfather, and Sophie, James' friend. James organizes the new books that came to the bookstore. His grandfather arrives with a gift. The book that James had wanted to read these last days. Inside the book, there is a letter that is a little old but well kept. Hi, James. I have a gift for you. Oh, hello, Grandpa. I didn't expect you to come here. Wow, that's the book I've wanted to read. You know you can take whatever book you want. Thank you, my son. Grandpa, what is this letter about? Does it have anything to do with the book you gave me? Please, James. The message in the letter is very important. I ask you to please read it and do diligently what is written there. All I ask is that you read it after I leave your bookstore. Please. But tell me, how have you been? James stands still for a moment, and something inside his mind collapses. He starts to tremble. No one was interested in knowing his mood. The warm voice of his grandfather makes him take 3 steps to give him a big hug. Grandpa, thank you for asking me, but you know how I feel. My life has been destroyed little by little, and what is left of it is locked between these walls and books. Dear, don't be afraid to talk again to your father. He misses you and wants you to come home. But, Grandpa, my mind cannot forget the betrayal I have made to my father. I have reached a point where I cannot go back. Please, your father has already forgotten that moment. He has forgiven you. Don't miss the chance to come back. Forgive yourself and think what I told you. A tear spills on James' cheek, and he continues to place the books on the shelves. Okay, I like to take this book. James, try to hang out with your friends or make a plan for yourself. Or better yet, help someone who needs something in this difficult time of the year. Remember that helping someone makes you come out of yourself, out of your comfort zone. Then you can start laughing again. Goodbye, my son. I love you. James remembers the letter his grandfather had asked him to read. He runs to the desk, takes the envelope in his hands, and carefully opens it. What is the mystery in this letter? Why would he ask me to read it when he was no longer here? When he was going to open the letter, Sophie came to the bookstore and interrupted him. James quickly saves the letter in the book and continues to put other books on the shelves. Hi, James. Have you been? Although Sophie asked the same question as the grandfather, James was not moved and continued in his work. Hi, Sophie. Fine, thank you. How's everything? I'm so great. I come to buy a new book. But what is this so dirty? You haven't cleaned the tables or reception, and you spent all day here. It's time to do things right, like you used to. I know. I have been busy with bookstore stuff. I also started some lessons at this institute in downtown. It has taken a lot of my time. Those are just excuses, James. If you want that your store continues to be one of the most important, you must sacrifice everything that you love. Otherwise, the new bookstores will destroy yours. I saw your grandfather lived here. Don't be convinced by what he has told you. Your father hates you after what you did. Sophie, I ask you not to criticize me or talk about things you don't know about me. Tell me, what is the book you need? I am your friend, James. Of course I know you. That's why I remind you that many people trust you and expect a lot from you. Do not disappoint them as you have already done with your family. Remember not to think no sense. Focus on surpassing others around you. Forget about being a good person who helps others. Sophie leaves the place without having bought any book, but leaving James in a storm of thoughts and overwhelms him even more. James ends up putting the last books on the shelves, but just before he puts the last one on, he remembers the letter his grandfather had left in the book. He gets up, takes the letter, and starts reading. It looks like an old letter. Why would he give it to me so far? No matter. My grandfather's words are the only thing that can hold me in these four walls full of books. November. My dear grandson, I am writing this letter because I do not know if we will meet again another time. I write these words to you because I know all the sacrifices you have made in recent years. It has taken you far in your life, but it has also taken you far from everything you love. It has absorbed your joy, your dreams, your love, and condemned you to be in those four walls full of books. Remember what I told you. Your father has already forgiven you and wants you back home. Don't look at your guilt as darts that keep hurting your heart. Looking at your mistakes, not as the stone that is an obstacle, but as the stone on which you lean to get up. Raise your head to heaven and seek in the firmament the essential in human life, the love. Remember that the meaning of your life is to love others and be loved. Do not lose the horizon for the storm of the thoughts that is approaching and clouds your view. Seek to go out of yourself, to know you. Remember that the answers you have sought in others, and even the answers others have told you, are the answers that rest within you and have tried to come out, but you have sought them in the wrong places. I hope that the book I gave you will help you in this new step that you will take if you dare to dream aloud. The jail of your thoughts and judgments jams you, as a gag jeopardizes the word. Jump over the fence and dodge the jabber. Just let joy flood your heart and take the joylessness out of your life. With love, your grandfather. James holds the letter again, takes the book his grandfather gave him, and leaves the bookstore, leaving the door open.